Hi guys, it's me, Dragaz Draws. So I haven't been uploading a video for 8 months, so here you go. So this channel is an animating channel, but it's also instead of Dragaz Animates, it's Dragaz Draws. So I could animate and draw on this channel at the same time. So yep. So we're gonna draw the 50 states of the United States. I'm gonna call all the U.S.A. The U.S. or the United States, because if I say America, the A part, then it would get confusing of North or South America, which are both continents. So yep. If you're wondering why there are like two of these, is because if you look at Alaska, like half of its boner is cut it in half, and I don't really like that. So I'll just draw Alaska and Hawaii here, and then edit them in there or copy in them. So we're gonna start with Oklahoma because it's got that panhandle. Now, Oklahoma's panhandle used to be a part of Texas, but due to the Missouri line, I'm also gonna color the states. This is the Missouri line. So before the United States was separated into two parts, I don't think they're separated into two parts anymore. It was the slavery states and the free states. The free states were on the north, while the slavery states were on the south. So when Missouri became a state, it wanted to become a slavery state. So then the free states introduced a brand new state, Maine. It was not part of the 13 original colonies. So then I'm pretty sure they got into an argument, and the free states said that they cannot have any more slave states above the Missouri line. Now, anyways, back to Oklahoma's panhandle. This was gonna be a part of Texas, but due to the Missouri line, Texas must give it up to Oklahoma. Yeah, half of Oklahoma's, more than half of Oklahoma's actually in the slavery state. I don't think they do the slavery or the free states. So yep. Oh yeah, we're also going. So the next state we're gonna draw is Kansas, which capital is Topeka. Now you've probably seen Kansas like games or storybooks. Oh yeah, in Wizard of Oz. But Kansas is mostly red in some maps because of Bleeding Kansas, I think. If you don't know what Bleeding Kansas is, it's like a war that happened in the U.S. So the next one we're gonna do is Colorado. It's also part of the Four Corners, which is Colorado, obviously, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but if you look on a map of the U.S. or Google Maps, you might see that Colorado looks like a simple rectangle like Wyoming, but it's actually not a rectangle. It has over 687 sides, so that makes Colorado not an official rectangle. So Next one we're gonna do is Nebraska. Nebraska sits on top of Kansas, but it's below South Dakota. And on top of South Dakota is North Dakota, which is kind of boring. So the next one we're gonna do is South Dakota and also North Dakota. So if you don't know, North and South Dakota used to be one big state of Dakota. But I think due to the Congress thing where Congress wanted all states to be the same size, like Washington, Oregon, Wyoming, and Nevada, it was sadly splitted in the middle, so it can be the same size of Wyoming or something. I think that's why North Dakota was split into North and South Dakota. Yeah, but if you're wondering why does Texas and California break the rule of the Congress thing, it's because Texas is special and California has a lot of gold. I think they ran out of gold. But who am I? But I don't know. So the next one we're gonna do is Minnesota. The topest and the hat of Memo. I'm gonna tell you what Memo is later, after we're done drawing Memo. Okay, we should keep drawing Memo. So the next one is Iowa. And the next one is Missouri. And the next one is Arkansas. Yes, it's pronounced Arkansas. The last S is silent. Because due to French people, it was a part of the Louisiana Purchase. It's actually, did you know that it's actually illegal to say Arkansas with the last S not silent? Yes, it's illegal to say Arkansas in Arkansas. But I don't live in Arkansas, so I can say it. Arkansas, 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 Arkansas. And I won't even get to jail. Wait, not get to jail, go to jail. This is Louisiana. It was the Louisiana Purchase because this is the French. No, Louisiana. It was 75% of the Louisiana Purchase due to Google and Stacker States too. It also costed like $15 million. Yeah, $15 million. That's how much the Louisiana Purchase costed. The Louisiana Purchase was probably break up into two parts. This part of buying was 10 million, and like this was only 5 million. It makes no sense why they would sell so little land for 10 million, but a lot of land for only 5 million. So wait, I I don't like when I don't draw Tennessee's border perfectly. Tennessee's border. So this is Memo. Tennessee is also a part of Memo. Well, it kinda is a part of Memo. Now, Memo. If you don't know what Memo is, it's kind of like a weird elf. Wait, no. It's kind of like a weird elf. Yeah, it's kind of weird, like a weird elf. See, what is it called again? Oh yeah, Minnesota is the hat. Iowa is the head. Missouri, I'm just gonna put Miss, is the body or shirt. Arkansas, I'm just gonna put R, is the pants or leg part. And Louisiana, now that is actually Louisiana's abbreviation, is the boots or leg. See, if you look, M-I-M-A-L. That's where Memo got its name. M-I-M-A-L. And Tennessee's a kind of a part of Memo, but that's another story. Okay, time to delete all of this. We also gotta delete the colors. Wait, I can't delete the colors? What? No. I guess I have to redraw all of them again. But drawing them is fun. I also gotta draw like most of the borders. Okay. Anna! Okay. South Dakota. Well, most of you probably know, but most of you don't, that North Dakota is the 39th state, the official 39th state, and South Dakota is the official 40th state. I don't know why I wanted to say that. It's just because everything seemed quiet when I deleted Missouri, Minnesota, and the other state, I mean Iowa, all because of color. Okay, so time to draw these borders. So if you probably didn't know, well, maybe you probably didn't know, this is probably the Mississippi River. Yeah, that's the Mississippi River. If you don't know what the Mississippi River is, it's a river that started in Mississippi. That's where it got its name. Now, some states. Okay, that part. Okay, now some states. Okay, now the states of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota use the Mississippi River as a border. Yes, they use the Mississippi River as a border, and the Mississippi River also does leave Mississippi a while. But due to this, since the Mississippi River wasn't a straight river, it was like that kind of river. Oh, it was like this river. This is the Mississippi River. If you look on Google Maps and zoom in from the border of Mississippi and Arkansas, you can find like these things where this part is Arkansas and this part is Mississippi's, and it's all because of the Mississippi River. But if you look at the Mississippi River, it does not align with the tentacle border, because due to earthquakes, the Mississippi River moved. Due to earthquakes, and because of this, it doesn't really align. So, yep. So anyways, back to growing the states. I don't know if Iowa, Wisconsin, and Minnesota uses the Mississippi River as a border, but I know that Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, and Mississippi, and also Illinois use the Mississippi River as a border. Okay, so back to drawing. The next one is Mississippi, and we talked about its river. Now Mississippi. Okay, now Mississippi was actually a part of Alabama. No. Alabama, the state, was actually a part of Mississippi. But then, in like a random year, they got cut in half, which made the state of the brand new state of Alabama with its boner. And there's Florida, the second most southern. The third most southern state, from my perspective, is Florida. Because when I was saying that Florida was the most southern state, I was thinking about Hawaii, because unlike other maps, this is the U.S.A. and this is Alaska, which is connected to Canada. This is Canada. The light red represents the U.S. Now this is Florida peeking out. This is Texas's ghost tail. Oh wait, there's also New Mexico. Yes, I like to think this part of Texas is like a ghost tail. Like Texas's ghost tail. If it's actually called Texas's ghost tail, I'll be very happy, I guess. The light green represents Mexico. So when I said Florida was the most southern state, I forgot that Hawaii was actually not connected to North America, but it's a state, and it was all the way down there. From this badly map, it looks like Hawaii is not south of Texas's Ghost Tail, but it's actually more farther than that. So yeah, let me just delete everything from this poorly drawn map. I'll delete it. Okay, now back to drawing all the states. So the next one we're gonna do is Illinois. Now by 2021, Illinois is the state with the most Islams in it. Islams or Jews? Wait, no, Islams. It currently has over 20. I mean, no, not 20. 2 million Islams. At the time. Maybe the Islam change rate will change to any other state by the next year or two, but who knows. So I already did Kentucky. Kentucky is the home of Abraham Lincoln, aka the 16th president, and probably the home to KFC, which is actually Kentucky Fried Chicken, and not kicked fried chicken like I thought. I thought KFC stood for kicked fried chicken, but it was actually Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now the next one we're gonna do is Indiana. Oh, we already did Indiana. Indiana got its name because it was the place of Indians back then. I think it's still the place of Indians, if Indians want to visit the United States. But I don't think you can find Indians that much anymore. This is Ohio. It had war with the Toledo Strip. If you don't know what the Toledo Strip is, let me just quickly draw Michigan and tell you a history thing. Yes, not only is a drawing video of the 50 states, it's a history video of the 50 states. What kind of history video of the 50 states? Now, some people might be wondering, what is Michigan? Oh no. Now, some people might be thinking, why Michigan, of all the states, get an upper peninsula? Well, it was actually all because of a war. Well, I think Ohio won, but Michigan got its upper peninsula. So let me tell you. Okay, so back then, when Ohio was becoming a state, they said that Michigan and Ohio's border was from Lake Erie all the way from Lake Michigan right here. So it would be like a straight line. But what they didn't know, Lake Erie right here is actually way further down than Lake Michigan. So because of this, now because of this, it made this strip called the Toledo Strip. Sorry if I'm like throwing it wrong. It's just the best I can get. Yes, this strip right here is called the Toledo Strip. Now Ohio said, since it was a part of Ohio, it would still be a part of Ohio. But then Michigan stayed with the old border thing and said that they drew Michigan's border like that, so it is technically Michigan's Michigan, a part of Michigan. Now, because of this, they started the oh wait, hold on. They started the Toledo War, all because of a strip and a border of a lake. Now, I don't know when that Toledo War happened, but they didn't actually use tanks or guns or anything like that. I hope, because I don't want to be wrong on my first video after 8 months. But thankfully, a year after the Toledo War, Michigan finally gave the Toledo Strip to Ohio in exchange of its Upper Peninsula, and that's how Michigan got its Upper Peninsula. All because of a strip named the Toledo Strip that began a war. And it was also named the Toledo Strip because the town of Toledo was in it. So, yep, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have officially drawn 20 states. We're almost halfway done. But, oh yeah, Florida! I actually forgot about Florida. Yeah, I forgot that it was not drawn yet. I don't know. Oh yeah, because it was that badly drawn map. I think because of that map, it made me forget to draw Florida. So, yep, I changed the rules. Well, kind of. I have officially drawn 21 states. Oh wait, I don't really like this weird circle thingy. So I'm just gonna draw Florida like that. Yeah, 21 states. So, yeah. So, before, wait, not before. So, the next state is actually not going to be connected with all these 20 states. It's actually going to be the first state that was ever made. Kind of. Delaware. Which is the second smallest state, right before Rhode Island. So, anyways, next, we're going to draw the 13 original colonies. Pennsylvania. No. Okay. Okay, there, Pennsylvania. Maryland. This part's also part of Virginia. And then, oh, we're already touching Tennessee. We're gonna draw Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia. Oh yeah, for no random reason, this has nothing to do with the United States history. There's a curve here. Yes, I don't know why I would explain that there's a curve there, but at least there's a curve there. Wait, I'm not done drawing all the 13 original colonies. Now this is Long Island, a part of New York. Now, if you don't know, Long Island is called Long Island because it's long. You know, one time, New York and Long Island agreed that they would split, and Long Island would be the brand new state of Long Island. But sadly, they didn't agree with. But sadly, the United States didn't let them to do that, so they still became the state of New York. So this is Connecticut. This is Rhode Island. This is Massachusetts. This is New Hampshire. And Maine. I'm pretty sure Maine was like a part of Massachusetts back then, before the Free States said it was a brand new state. So let's just put part. Let's just put this part of Massachusetts. So yep, these were the 13 original colonies: Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, Maryland and Delaware, North Carolina, and Georgia. Now, if you don't know, unlike North and South Dakota, North and South Carolina was not one big state named Carolina. They were actually two separate states. And you're probably wondering, why am I making New Hampshire bigger even though Vermont is right here? Because Vermont used to be a part of New Hampshire before it became the 14th state. And also about Virginia, back then, due to the war, because of a war, most of the states wanted to leave the Union, and even Virginia, but most of the west part of Virginia wanted to stay in the Union. So Congress let them split and became the new state of West Virginia. But when they were thinking of the name, they came up with Westsylvania, but then it was changed to West Virginia. And also Maine was also made. But remember, Maine was not a part of the 13 original colonies. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot about this Vermont thing. Okay, now the next state we're gonna do is Texas, the Lone Star State. I don't know why it's called the Lone Star State, to be honest. Now under Texas is Mexico. Yes, it's New Mexico. So Texas was actually a country, but that it wanted to join the Union of the U.S. But probably like 10 years after, it wanted to succeed. Now, Texas does not have the legal rights to succeed from the United States, but it does have the legal rights to break up into 5 different states. But if it does that, it would make 55 stars on the United States, so we'll say goodbye to the 50-star states. But Texas feels like it does not want to do that. So the next one we're going to do is New Mexico. Now, New Mexico, it's actually, New Mexico is not Mexican, it's American. It's called New Mexico because if Mexicans want to join the U.S. or want to go to the U.S. as a vacation or want to move there, they can just walk to New Mexico and it'll be all okay. The next one is Utah. Now, I don't know anything interesting about Utah. Either if it's history or anything other than history. But the only thing that I can say about Utah is its capital is Salt Lake City. It's also a part of the Four Corners. The next one is Arizona, which is also a part of the Four Corners. Now, if you don't know what the Four Corners is, it's kind of obvious. I'll just tell it to you. This part right here is the Four Corners. This part right here. This part right here is the Four Corners because it has the corners of Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico. Next one is Wyoming, holding Montana, and the neighbor of Idaho. And also South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, Utah, and Idaho again. The next one is Idaho. The capital is Boise, and it loves potatoes. Yes, I'm not kidding. It actually loves potatoes. All they talk there is potato, potato, and potatoes. But luckily, I don't live on Idaho, so I don't talk about potato. Although, even though I don't live in Idaho, I do like potatoes because they make great desserts like hash browns, fries, wedges, and other stuff. Montana. I can't really say anything interesting about Montana except for its capital is Helena, and we're done drawing Montana. Now, the next one is Washington. Now, Washington is the only state to be named after a president. Washington was named after the first president of the United States, aka Washington. Oh, I actually forgot his last name. Oh no. Well, Washington is also a part of Cascadia and also Oregon. Oregon's also a part of Cascadia. If you don't know what Cascadia is, it's not a country or a state. It's like a union of Washington, Oregon, and the state above Washington. The state of Canada, the province of Canada above Washington. Yes, there are other countries which name their states provinces. The only states we need to draw are California and Nevada. Now, I don't know that much about Nevada, but I'll say one thing. Nevada is home to Las Vegas. So yes, Las Vegas is officially American. Okay, and California. It's also known as the Golden State because, like I said all the way back, it's got a lot of gold, and also why California is very big. Actually, California has, due to California's size, I think, or Los Angeles, which is a city in California, the population is bigger than the entire country of Canada. Now, a province of Canada, the entire country of Canada. Okay, well, we drew all the 48 states on this map. Have to go to the second map to draw the other 2 states and edit them in. Now, this is Alaska. Alaska was the 49th state, and because of that, it is the 49th star on the United States flag, or the U.S. flag. Now, I don't really Well, not that many people know, but, well, some people know but don't want to talk about it. I'm just gonna say that this part of Alaska kind of looks like a dog if you think about it. Now, Alaska, unlike all the 48 states, is connected to Canada, well, west of Canada, instead of being connected to the other 48 states. Now, time for some history about Alaska. Alaska is the 49th state, like I said, and was a part of Russia. But then Russia sold Alaska for some reason, and the U.S. bought it for $79 million. Yes, they have a lot of money. They also bought Florida because Spain was controlling Florida and wanted it for sale, so they gave United States. The United States bought it, but now Alaska actually has a lot of islands. We're also gonna color the states, but who's gonna care? I think this very weird island. You can't really see it, but you can see it of the dark waters. It's Diomede. It's the most eastern part of Alaska that you can get to, or the western. Yeah, it's the most western part. So if you live on Diomede, you live on United States. Well, that's only if you live on small Diomede. The Diomede Islands are broken into two parts, Big Diomede and Diomede. Diomede is part of Alaska, while Big Diomede is a part of Russia. This is Hawaii. Hawaii is a state which is made out of 137 islands, but the 8 main islands, or the 8 largest islands, are the 8 islands. On this map, if you see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 islands, but there's actually 8 islands of Hawaii if you look on random map or Google Maps. Now, I thought Hawaii was actually the smallest island, but it was actually Rhode Island with its 1,201 square kilometers, square miles. Okay, time to edit this in. Oh, this can't really fit. Guess I must shrink it. Only because it can fit. Okay, I'm not really the best at drawing straight lines, so I must use this ruler. Okay, now we can delete, now we can make this layer non-visible. So this is the United States of America. I drew them. I don't know how long this video is, but at least I drew them. Now time to color them. Now there's only one rule on my channel, that if I ever draw Michigan, it must be the color pink. Now time to color the states. First off, we gotta go with the yellow states. Oh. 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 Ah. Ah. I want to color New Jersey. Okay. Okay, green. No. Okay. Time for the red ones. Oh. Wait. Oh wait, can't forget about this part, which is Virginia's. Is Virginia and the Peninsula. Okay, time for the purple. I think we need to make Michigan more pink. Okay, time to color the states that I didn't color. Okay, time to color Alaska. The dark part of Alaska. Okay. Oh, Alabama. Oops. Okay. So this is the United States of America. All the 50 states. Texas, Louisiana. I'm gonna try my best to name them all. Without mapping. Alaska and Hawaii, which is obviously obvious. Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri. Iowa, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, New Mexico, Colorado, Arkansas. Oh, wait, no! Arizona, Utah, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, California. Time to move to west. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Now, if you don't know, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan was not part of Wisconsin. It was a territory. Okay, anyways, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island is too small. Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. I named all the 50 states. In like under 3 minutes. So, yep, that's all. I guess I won't delete this Alaska and Hawaii. I'm just gonna make them really big. Make them really big until they cover the entire canvas. Now tell me if you want to Tell me if you want me to draw any other country with their provinces, states, and other things, or you want me to make an animation. So tell me if you want me to draw the provinces of Canada, or you want me to draw the states of Mexico, or you want me to draw the territories of the Philippines. Now, Philippines might be hard because there's 81 territories. Or you just want me to do an animation. Now, you can pick that for I'll make like just vote in the comments. Guess square brackets with A for Canada. Oh wait, A for Canada. No. C for Canada with square brackets. Philippines for P for Philippines. Oh yeah. M for Mexico. And A for animation. Don't forget to put the square brackets. Please don't forget to put the square brackets. So pick which one you want. Canada, Mexico, Philippines, or animation. Now, since we're done drawing all the 50 states, there's really nothing else to do. So, bye.